My name is Margaret, and this is my rejection story. Ne? I was around between the age of 7 and 8 when I first dealt with the pain of being rejected. My first encounter was with my friends that I was playing with then, didn't want to play with me, and I still remember that I cried myself to sleep because they didn't want to play with me. But that memory, I'm 58 now. It's like 50 years that memory is with me. It means I never dealt with that issue. So that one was right through my life. I have no memory of my mother rejected. Maybe she did, but I don't have any memory. Talking about my memories now. Then when I was in my teenage years at high school, children don't want to talk to you, or the teacher ignore you. I think I was in grade 3 when they make a comment about my hair. I have 4C hair. And that story, and I felt rejected with my hair. And over the years, I never embraced my hair. Yeah? I always put braiding in my hair, stuff on my hair, whatever. I never loved my own hair. Just put it in mind, because I was in I think it's grade 5 now. It's grade 5. Son standard 3, then it's grade 5. Then there was this comment about my hair. Ne? The next time when I felt the pain of rejection was when I was in high school. I just my way to cope with it, I was just laughing it out. Whatever you say, I just learned to laugh it out. But the pain was still with me because I still have the memories of it. Ne? Then I went through college, through high school, and I got married and then got a divorce, and that was one of the saddest rejections more painful rejections when I went through that. When my first husband rejected me with a child of 2 years old. I thought, it was just, no, I'm going to find somebody else. No, I'm going to move on. I'm so done. But it was rejection. I was rejected in that marriage. And then I have to move on to the singlehood and have all the issues that went with it. I've dealt with it, of that pain. I dealt with that pain. When I was in my work, I was a teacher for 33 years. The rejection was harsh in that profession, because you do whatever you can to do, and then you get rejected for any post or any position that there is. So I've learned over the years, in order for me to get something or want to be noticed, I've learned to be a people's pleaser. So I said yes to everything, and I was pleasing everything in order to get their approval. Then I moved to the level where I seek out. That is where the outside validation start in my life. When I was seeking approval and validation from other people. If I do this, and this person is going to like me. If I do that, and if I do this, and this person reject me, it means that person don't like me. What must I do for that person to like me? And that is where I become a master in pleasing people and looking for their validation. Things what I didn't go into any other situations. Then, as I'm going to be 58 in the end of this month. And when I'm looking through my life, how does this thing has affected my life? And I've learned now to find out that you need to find approval and love. But first, love yourself, love all the parts of your body, your hair, your skin, whatever. It's you. You must love you, and stop waiting for somebody else to compliment you. I was so obsessed with validation and affection from other people that I will go and buy expensive bags and clothing to wear to school just to have compliments from certain individuals. And if they don't compliment me, I will go to them and I will say to them, "How do I look today? Don't you like this?" Then I will tell them how much this thing is, because it was important to be validated in that situation. I'm married for the second time. It is important to be validated. It is now at this age. It's never too late to learn. You can do one or two things. One, you can continue to look for outside approval and outside validation for the rest of your life. I did it for 50 years, but I was not knowledgeable and aware about it. Or you can turn inward. Inward is the spirit of the living God. If you are not a Christian, it's fair game. If you are a Christian or you're whatever religion you are, we have the same spirit. Whatever you call it, we have the same spirit inside of us. And that is the spirit that you need to ignite and ask for the change in your life. You can pray over it, you can speak over it, you can fast over it, or you can say mantras, or you can say affirmations, just to affirm to yourself that you are enough. If I did it when I was 8 years old, my life will change a lot. But I am healing from that pain because you have to start at the beginning. Some people have been rejected when maybe the mother was pregnant and the father didn't want the baby, and then that rejection came there. I was lucky. I was born. My mother was married, so I have no idea. I don't think there was. Maybe there was, but I don't know about it. This is an example. People were rejected at that time. People were rejected when their mothers or whatever, while they're growing up, they've been rejected. People being rejected in relationships, when you are in relationships with people, or often you've been rejected with friends. One of the things that I've been rejected in my adult life was I've been seldom invited to functions, and when I do get invited, people who invite me for one, I must transport some people that also must go to that function from point A to point B, or I must contribute to this function. They will ask me, don't you want to do this? Don't you want to do that? That's, in other words, the invitation was provisional. There was always a thing attached. Ne? It's now since I'm at this age that I said, I'm not going anywhere. But 20 years ago, I've done all the things because I wanted most approval and the validation. Eh? Then you get people who get abandoned by families. That your parents, your boyfriend don't want you, that one don't want you. That is rejection. Eh? Then you get rejection when you are an adult and you want to look for work and everybody get a job and you don't get a job, you're not qualified, you don't get all the no answers, blah, blah, blah. That is rejection. But a thing that I also do, this is also how I dealt with rejection in the past. I always said, if I apply for a post and I don't get a post, then I'm saying to myself, oh, it was not my time, it was not for me, I'm waiting for the right time. Hell no. This is a negative thing that's upon your life. It's a negative spirit, whatever you want to call it. It's not supposed to be on your life. You need to speak favor upon your life. If you are a Christian, pray for favor upon your life. This is what I've done. I've read the story of Joseph. It is in the Bible, where his brothers were sold him, throw him in a pit, sold him to the Egyptians, and Joseph's prayer was for favor. And when he was in Egypt, he was favored. And there is where the Psalm 23 comes in. Where that psalm teach you, I will prepare a table before my enemies. Because I was praying that prayer all the time when I'm rejected. Prepare the table for the enemies. The one thing that I normally miss out, that is important, is when you feel rejected, and this is the painful part, when you feel rejected, you need to forgive those people who have rejected you. And it took me, how many years to do that? You need to love them up. You need to wish them well. Before you get to the prayer, prepare the table before me. You need that, and that was the pain, and that is and was the painful part. I'm doing it now. I'll forgive your enemies and love them up. Speak well about them. Speak well into their lives. In your life, do to others what you want to do to yourself. If you like the story, please comment, share this video, and write a comment and like the video. Thank you. That's it. It's my rejection story. Here's where the finish.